I can only hope the piano at least mildly helped with whatever anxiety is going on. I may doubt it, but I at least can hope it. How are people doing on this evening, morning, midday, midnight, existent time? How is existence going for the existent? How is existence going for the existent? I have a way with making words incredibly clunky. How is everything going? This is very... Oh, it's decent volume. I was just adjusting the audio there. So, for those who... Well, actually, I don't know if anyone is curious or noticed. This is another visual novel done by the same person who did The Last Winter Night, developer Endisis. I wasn't even following them specifically, I was just doing my normal thing where I scroll through Steam to see what came out recently, and I immediately recognized the art style. I was like, oh, that looks like Last Winter Night, and then immediately clicked. I'm like, yep, that's Endisis. So, yeah, I actually have, oh, the mouse cursor's a nice little moon there, or whatever, what is that? I cannot tell. But yeah, I very much enjoyed what was of the Last Winter Night demo, and just very much enjoyed the art style of these. And I've actually, if anyone's curious, I've linked their itch page in the description if you want to see a few of the other things they've done. Seems to have different colors. Yes, because I did it to match the game, which I'm just kidding. It's more fun. Yes, I do. One second, let me just real quick go to here. Yeah, I just changed my colors to match the game's color a little bit more. Because that's a fun thing to do. Oh no, must drink water. But also, this... Excuse me. I will say, it's going to be nice to actually be able to read some of this stuff without having to deal with the... Because when I played The Last Winter Night, I was still somewhat sick with COVID. So, this one should be able to be read a little bit easier and not torment me. Also, a funny thing, when I was looking at the, all the stuff that the developer Endisis has made, whatchamacallit, with my usual, I'm glad I'm that distinct in your mind. What was it? When I first, I poked around on Endisis's back stuff to see what's going on, to see, like, what they have, and first off, hi Yokosho, how you doing? But, I saw that there were 3 demos and 1 completed game, and literally, my thought process for a split second was like, 3 demos of stuff that wasn't fully finished, you want to finish one? And then I immediately just looked at myself, and I'm just like, the person who has multiple times on stream said I have 11 unfinished things in my art folder that I may never go back to finishing. I'm just like, am I a massive hypocrite? Yes. And therefore, I'm just gonna say that. It's like, yep, I cannot talk on the, unfinished technically, because it's just demos. I am doing well. But yeah. Let us go. I walk through an ashen wood alone. Frozen earth crunches, crick-crack, beneath my feet. Fat, blurry snowflakes fly by, aglow with the moon's bright light. I could never truly be lost, not on a night like this, when she shines, so round and full, gazing down from the winter sky above. Yep. Actually, if you look at the color scheme I have, I would say I'm quite cool, and also currently snow, therefore cool, so, you know. You were right if you inverted it, but, you know, I appreciate the effort there. Still, I'd best look like I am. Oh, right. It's just to match the game, you know, I will say, it's a little bit tricky to have to find, like, I have a couple of filters, what is it, before I continue, because I had this one for The Last Winter Night, but that one was a little too blue for this one, so I made very subtle changes to it to make this one a little bit more red, and I'd say, it just do that, Keep it like that. Here's the thing. I enjoy my green colors a little too much. I just like the color green, so I'm going to keep that. But if there's ever, look, I enjoy being able to stylize myself for anything I'm doing. It's always a fun time. I meander through ashen trails between the birches, silver girths stripped with dark around the trunks of pine that breach the... I'm going to reread this because I feel like I messed something up. Looks peaceful. Look, tonight's a peaceful stream. We got the peaceful piano music. I meander through ashen trails between the birches, silver girths stripped with dark around the trunks of pines that breach the sky. Bows buried with snow. What? Right? Translate for girth and girthy. Want to know what it actually means. It just means thick. Like if you're... Why is it whenever I hear the word girth, my immediate thought is neck. Like you just got a real honking girthy neck. That is where my brain goes to. I walk between the shadows, slip through pools of light and dark, as if I have somewhere to be, but not knowing of what path might take me to it. That makes sense? Yes. I still question myself on why necks is where I go to when the word girth comes up, but hey, maybe I just have a thing for really thick necks. Oh god, please no one remember that well, that's it. You know what, that exists forever now. That the internet's gonna do with that what it will. Pools and dark, have somewhere to be, but no knowledge of what path might take me to it. All the while I wrap myself in a cape of red wool, pulling its rough spun fabric and fine needlework tight around my shoulders. My hands I rest inside thick sheepskin gloves. Yes, Yokisho, you definitely have that right. Even with the snow and the mountain air in my face, the thrill of the hunt keeps the bite of cold at bay. My heart beats with an unfamiliar feeling, a pounding, jittering rhythm. I shiver with excitement. I hope whatever's out there makes it... I hope whatever's out there mistakes it for fear. I sink my hands deep into the pockets of my skirts, running my gloved fingers along the edge of the deadly sharpened point I carry. In a strange way, it feels more totem than weapon. I suppose I seek no ordinary prey. I almost smile like my quarry. How strange to think that I too might hide my fangs. And so I wander on, trembling like a newborn lamb. I wonder how the beast might appear. Would it call out to me in a voice nectar sweet, promising shelter? Would it lure me to... Don't mind me adjusting my mic arm and it going squeaky. Don't mind that. Yep. Would it lure me to its mountain lair, whispering honeyed words as it led me to a place where no screams can echo? Would it stalk me patiently, waiting for the moment I collapse, cold, exhausted in the snow? As I wander and wonder... Clever. As I wander and wonder, I find myself growing impatient, the cause of my shaking turning from thrill to frost. When would it appear? Would it appear? Am I not the image of a perfect prey? Why is my mic being so clickety-clackety while I'm trying to read this? I'm running out of time. No. Such vexations are a luxury I can't indulge in. I cannot rush this. I need my mind clear. Surely there is some way of drawing its attention to me until it can no longer look away. I feel in my pockets for the small sharp knife I'd use to whittle my weapon to its deadly point. What simpler way to entice a beast than with iron freshly drawn? Then sudden takes a dark turn. I mean, I do not know much. I didn't do too much reading because I always like to be as in the dark on the games I play as possible, so that actually getting hit by them... Yes, I'm getting hit in the face with these games. is more of an experience. And, you know, better for content. And also better just as an experience in general. I will say again though, after the last winter night, I do trust that this is going to be enjoyable. And this time I can actually put more effort into my line readings and not hurt myself because sickness. But did I need to go so far? Perhaps it was not flesh it was hungry for. Perhaps I simply needed to call it out. We are saving. Save slot 1. Wait, how many? 6, 9, 59, autosaves. Or not 59, 50, 54. Plus quick and autosave. What's the quick save button? Huh. Is like reading the backside book you're interested in, and it spoils a major plot point. Yeah, no, I only know the very basic thing. I actually did read a little on the Steam page, and I was like, there's a little wording here that's a little... Okay, you know what? That's no what... You know what? Sing. So call to it I do. I close my eyes and take a deep breath, and when I raise my voice to song... Wait a minute, hold on. Damn it, wrong button! I'm about to be rebirthed as the galaxy, aren't I? Yep, oh my... Sorry, I hadn't seen what this thing looks like with this color filter on. That actually... Huh. Well, there's that, I guess. Ignore the fact that that happened. Was that... No. There we go. Okay, that's more... I forgot I had this preset for reading visual novels because it keeps me a little bit more out of the way of the text. My unfamiliar tongue savors each word of the well-worn tune. Miss Queen, wrapped in fog, how softly does she go? Please forgive my singing. With a silver veil around her head that shines like fallen snow. I shiver now to look at her, in moonshine lit aglow. Okay. Okay, whew. Before I can continue to the second verse, a sudden sound echoes in the distance. I turn. No longer do I hear the wind through the trees. I have a peaceful voice. Look, I'm doing the deliberately peaceful voice because it fits the reading here. Also, I really couldn't judge the tune or anything, or key or anything of what that song was supposed to be in, so I apologize. It probably sounded like hell. No longer do I hear the wind through the trees, the hooting of an owl, or the scurrying of a squirrel. It is as if the world has gone completely silent and still. Maybe... Oh, God. Okay, Ferd, I know you said maybe visual novel streams can help with your anxiety. Do not watch Tiny Bunny when you're anxious. Do not watch the Tiny Bunny visual novel. Look, that one I at least could make up on my own. That one was supposed to exist, but for it, whatever you do, do not look at me playing Tiny Bunny when you're anxious. That will do nothing but amplify it tenfold. That's all I'm gonna say there. But also, look, my birthday song is just more realistic. It's just like, ah, yes, you're getting older. Save for a pair of carefully approaching footsteps. It is seconds longer before I see it. A pinprick of light in the distance, a blur of white like the snow swirling around me. You have been warned. Genuinely, that will just amplify your anxiety tenfold and potentially give you a seizure if you're photosensitive. You have been warned. Tiny Bunny is not for anxiety. It is a hell of an experience, but it is not for anxious. It is not for anxious. A brick of light in the distance, a blur of white like the snow swirling around me. Gradually it comes closer, blinking, flickering bright. All the while I still... Oh, good old neck cracks. All the while I stay still, so still like my heart has forgotten its beat. Closer it draws. Closer still, until faintly I make out its face, framed in white, lock eyes with it, with him. I don't know why. My brain immediately went to the SpongeBob meme of Squidward. Oh no, he's hot! That's just where my brain went with this. I can't move or turn away. I can't even breathe. That eye stares back at me. I'm adjusting my mic stand. Hold on. That eye stares back at me. That eye stares back at me with so deep a green. Are you lost? He says, and like a spell broken, I shake out of my daze. The wind and the sound of the night roaring in my ears. His voice cuts through it all, clear as a bell. Are you cold? The figure wears the skin of a man. That just makes me terrified of skinwalkers. Also, bong bong, likely not. A skin so impossibly fair reminds me of the broken statue of an angel I once saw in a ruined castle. The surface of its marble pallor cold as ice when I brushed it with my fingertips. How flawlessly smooth, otherworldly, that lonely thing left behind in a place of broken granite and brittle stone. I wonder if the being before me is as cold to the touch. He dressed from head to toe in white, shrouded in white, from his fine wool coat to his fur-trimmed cape and soft leather gloves. Even his hair, cascades of gentle curls that frame his face, shines silver, a radiant halo lit from the glow of the lantern he carries in his hand. The other he extends to me. Silver-haired man. Are you lost? He asks again. I won't hurt you. I'll see you to safety, I promise. The sound of his voice makes all the worry in the world melt away. It's so musical, so warm and calming like liquid honey. As opposed to solid honey. You know, that everyone likes their honey, their frozen honey pops. Otherwise known as just stick honey in a freezer. Sorry, where am I going with this tangent? It takes all my will not to take his hand and offer all at once. Well, we know every time there is a choice, save. This is how visual novel. Who are you or I'm not lost? Who are you? I'm not lost. Information or get into the information gathering. Who are you? Who are you? I ask. Also, okay, random thing. In The Last Winter Night, the character portrait of the player character was over here where I am currently, so I had to flip over to here for The Last Winter Night. But now she is over here, so I get to stay in my normal corner. I don't entirely understand that, but you know what? At least I get to stay in my normal corner. Who are you? I ask. Simply a traveler, passing through, he says with the faintest hint of a smile. Soft, gentle, unthreatening. If I were naive, I would take his answer without question at all. But I am not. Here, alone in the woods at night? Bong bong, I have already told you no. I could ask the same of you, Demoiselle? Why ever did you wander here? I was searching for something. Whatever it might be, you've come far. The nearest village is hours away. Have you a place to shelter for the night? No, I say as I quiver, as I fill my voice with trembling of a lost, vulnerable thing. Lead me away. You have nothing to fear and everything to gain. Oh, why was that click so aggressive? Please, come with me. I'm sojourning not far from here. You can share my fire and stay the night in safety. I suppose I can't refuse such a kind offer, I reply, letting relief wash over my words. Show me your true face. Show me your fangs. Then please, good sir, lead the way. With his free hand, he offers me his arm. I hesitate. Such closeness would avail me to my weapon, but just as easily put me at his mercy. How quickly could he strike back? With what strength could he stop me if I failed? Every decision requires a save point. Every single decision. Hey, you know, I'm sure there's nothing bad that could happen by taking the arm. And I have the save points anyway. I reach for the outstretched hand. My fingers linger on his gloved ones for only a moment before he links his arm through mine, sweeping his dark cloak around both of us in one elegant motion. Oh, hello there. I cannot help but gasp. Forgive me if I startled you. I thought you'd be warmer this way. Smooth. Multiple endings, and I have 6 plus save files. Oh, did you say 6? What? I've counted 59 regular, then there are the quick saves, and then there are the auto saves. Wait, what the hell? How often does this game auto save? Sorry, not questioning that. This game has very many save slots. I'm fine, I stammer, digging my other arm deep into my pockets, gripping my weapon tight. 60 plus then, yes. So many save files. How many will I fill before I get to the end of this? This is just the demo. His wool cloak and His wool cloak and warm furs around my shoulder does help keep away the cold. But I feel no warmth from him, no blush across his pallid cheeks, not one breath from his lips fogging the night air. He smells of incense and pine, and, faintly, the metallic tang of iron. I wonder if I've made a mistake. I've probably made several mistakes. My heart hammers as I walk beside him. Its beat an unfamiliar drumming in my chest. Thankfully, he slows his stride to match mine. I take a deep breath and keep myself steady, staying alert as he leads me onward through the trees. It does not seem he will strike me here. I must be patient. I will wait. Many trees. Might I ask your name? He says after we've walked some steps from the clearing. I have worn names like they were ribbons in my hair. Dozens of names, all in colors and shapes. To give one away now would be a frivolous thing, but names, even false ones, create familiarity. Bonds. Would it be wiser to keep my cards close? Close? Oh god, random lisp. Would it be wiser to keep my cards close? Heart closed. Another decision, another save point. And I must drink water to re-wet my mouth. Alright. Ask a name. Familiar. You know what? Let's just go with the full-on into the whole get to know each other, become close. I want to see if this leads to good, bad things happening. You may. You may, of course. My name is... Oh! It's actually... I feel like suddenly going... Thy name is Heisenberg. My name is... Look, I'm just gonna go with this. This is probably gonna ruin the mood by calling myself by Loon all the time, but... Wait, enter? My name is Loon. Yep, nope, that's me. God, that feels weird. My name is Loon. Loon. He repeats every... Okay, we're just gonna actually... Wait a second. I'm just gonna say, don't ask my name. I'm just gonna, Nope, screw it, I'm committing. We're going back immediately. Blah, blah, blah. Why does it default to Michelle? I have to wonder that. Screw it. My name is learned. Yep. It's savoring each. It's one syllable when it comes to. I just genuinely. The thing is, it feels like it's a little bit out of place in this setting. Or more so, it feels weird to try and read my own name in the voice of different characters. Loon, he repeats, savoring each syllable. Ah, yes, every singular syllable of the name Loon. He sounds like he means it. Like there's a heart that still beats beneath his borrowed skin, that flutters at the sight of a goodness and beauty, that thrums at the sound of a maiden's name. And yours, I ask? Gabriel, he smiles. Like the old angels. Oh, great, what is it with so... Well, now I... Apparently, recently, I feel like I've just had some sort of grudge against any sort of religious figure, so I'm just like, well, time to commit murder! Savoring one syllable is all of them correct. If I were naive, I would wonder if he's old enough to remember the angels from the days long before the mist descended. Before any gods and their icons who watched from above fled as the undead and unsated plunged the earth into pestilence and death and rot. I would wonder, had he ever plucked an apple from the branches of Elysium, tasted the sweet flesh? But I know better. My parents were fond of the old tales, both of them for different reasons, he said with a wistful smile. What reasons? My father valued the strength of divinity, my mother valued their tales of virtue. A name can be a gift, and I treasure mine, as I treasure their memory. You must miss them. I do, he replies softly. I wait, but he does not continue. It's not enough. I need more. Show me what lies beneath your skin. Show me the beast that you are. Now that you've asked something of me, I say, I believe it's only fair that I ask you a question in return. Very well. Then ask away. Purpose close. Purpose close. Well, obviously, save. New save! And close. I'm more curious about the purpose than what he's wearing. You said you were a traveler, but why here? Why these mountains, this forest? I often come to the mountains to hunt. I love the air here, the pristine wilderness. Of course you would, you wild thing. But, sir, your clothes? But, sir, your clothes are too fine for a mere huntsman. You look fit to be, well, if not a prince, then a knight of the Queen's Guard at least. The Queen? There is no queen that rules these lands. Unless you speak of the Mist Queen. The Mist Queen. A figure shrouded in fog, in mystery like her name. Whispered around campfires and village squares in somber tones. In somber tones, in drunken ones, in awe and reverence, but most often, in fear. I've seen her knights before marching in the wilds, their pyres burned on the hillside for days. Do you believe that she's lived since the dawn of time, that she bathes in the blood of virgins to keep her beauty? Not for a moment. You speak as if you know her. ... Ow. Would you be afraid if I did? If I were a servant of the Queen? Well, it's a decision, therefore save. No.
I would call you a spinner of tall tales, good sir. I can scarcely believe she's an immortal at all. Who can remember a time before the mists fell? Who can say whether the undying still walk this earth? Yet, if you were only a servant, merely a pawn, I would think her unfit to be a queen of anything at all. How poor her sense of virtue is.
You believe me to be virtuous?
Well, here you are, helping a poor lost damsel in the snow.
It's only human to help others in need. Human.
I shake my head. Some would disagree. Some would seek an advantage over others.
That is human nature. That is human nature, my hunter.
In any case, there is something gentle about you. I cannot think to place you among her scores of blood-soaked knights.
He looks at me for a long time. I wonder if I've said too much. You're a strange girl. A strange, sweet girl.
A girl? I'm well past 20 summers, but do not think to ask how many, gentle hunter.
I shall not. I almost forgot to switch voices there for a second. Have you a family, then?
I did, though I was a stranger to them at first.
Adopted.
They welcomed me into their home, and became just like family to me. I loved them very much. But those days are gone now.
He gives me a look of sympathy. I'm so sorry. I'm like you. I once had a wife and son, but plague took them from me.
I'm sorry for your loss. I consider what to say next.
Past family, past family. You can ask about either of those. I'll ask about a save slot. I'll ask about the family is more curious.
If I may ask, how did you meet your wife?
Wasn't always a hunter. Once I was a young doctor in a small countryside town. You went from doctor to hunter. That's quite a profession change. She was my first patient. She'd injured her leg trying to rescue a lost sheep. I was so embarrassed she was rather unkind to me while I treated her. She wanted me to... She warmed to me eventually, and I grew to love her stubbornness.
A pained look flashes beneath his emerald eye.
It hurts me more than I expected to hear him speak of her in those words, with that tenderness.
Why did I ask?
Well, the game gave me an option, and it was the option I clicked. Therefore...
I'm sorry that you lost her, I said weakly.
He does not reply for some time. Doctor to FD, I'm gonna get food for my... Basically! I miss her dearly. I miss everyone from that life, but it was a long time ago now. Even the wind is silent as we walk, the crunching of our footsteps the only sound in the night. It's a relief when he turns the conversation away. I've spoken enough of unpleasant matters. Tell me something about you. What do you enjoy? Well, let's go off of the singing we did earlier. First off, extra save slot. Let's go off of the singing that was done earlier. I enjoy the singing.
I love songs. When I sing, I never truly feel alone.
And you have a talent for it, indeed. You didn't hear my actual singing. I doubt it was good.
He looks...
Oh man, random yawn. Ay, my apologies.
He looks about to speak, but hesitates.
Are you often lonely?
I'm quite used to it. Solitude is like an old friend for me now.
Suddenly, I am very much relating to this character. Suddenly, I am very much... Look, loneliness is the only me, myself, and I are all each other's company we need. And I'm gonna drink water. And yes, the lovely squeaks of that water bottle's top going in. God, don't mind. Okay, that should be fine. There we go. Had to tighten a thingy on my mic arm. That was wrong. Depends on who you are. Some people are people. Other people are the lone wolves. Sometimes I wonder, is it better to be alone, or to spend your life with someone you cannot give your heart to?
Both of those sound lonely.
A wise man would seek a third route.
But what if you had no other option?
What if fate had tied you together like roots intertwined? I would spend days in solitude.
I suppose that a loneliness surrounded by others is more painful than true solitude. That a life alone would be lesser torture. But that is a fate I wish upon no one. Even were it hopeless, I would fight to change it.
Forgive me, I burdened us with heavy topics again. But I thank you for your insights.
Of course, gentle hunter.
I searched my mind for another question, another distraction, when suddenly a howl, long and low, cuts through the night. Wolves. Stay calm, he says in a hushed tone, folding his cloak around me as I clutch his arm. I did not realize I'd gripped him so tightly. As long as I'm here, they won't approach. His voice is soft and melodious, the song of a shepherd coaxing a lamb. This fear I feel isn't mine. It isn't mine. But it runs beneath my skin like a rapid coursing river. My mind cannot quell the instincts of a living heart, but I must overcome it. One second, I must adjust myself in my seat. I keep alert for any sudden movement from him, but he makes none. It's all right to be frightened. It's only natural. But you won't come to harm, I promise. The same way a mouse is safe from the shrike when the eagle is near. Is that how you spell shriek? I honestly do not know.
We stay that way, standing still in the shadows of the pines, as the howls echo through the night, billow on the wind. I kept alert for yellow.
My apologies, another yawn came over me.
I keep alert for yellow eyes peering from the darkness, but none appear. Perhaps the wolves too sense him and know better than to strike. Out of instinct, I feel myself start to hum, a habit I never grew from, even when I no longer needed to calm my resting heart. I wish the pounding in my chest would still and turn to stone within its cage.
Go on, he says, gentle, coaxing. Sing. Let your worries wash away. I take a deep breath. Is this another singing section? And then I sing. Misty-eyed, her eyes were bright, her hands were misty too. Her skin was pale and white as milk, dark hair wet with dew. Her groan 'twas not made of silk, but willow branches and yew. By the river's bend, how still she stood, and pale shadows bloomed. How black that night, save silvery light of distant star and moon. By the time I have finished the verse, the howls have stopped.
The only voice on the wind is the whisper of thin branches whistling through the wood. I quickly let go of his hand. Too close. Not yet, not here. It's not far ahead. Can you walk the rest of the way? I'm fine. Onward I follow as he leads me through the trees. The cottage comes into view as we turn the bend, almost as if conjured from the mist itself. It's a small, quaint thing, a lonely, strange thing to see, placed there like it was plucked from a fairy story. Its wooden walls are aged but sturdy. Its sloping roof coated in a fresh snow. Is that in the background? I mean, look at the color of the game. I am here to match. It should be the home of a living, breathing woodsman, not a creature of the night. I had never guessed you would hide yourself in a place like this. It's beautiful, I say. It's the only place in the world I feel truly safe. Like the soundtrack so far? Lord, if you... hey, first off, hey Lord, how you doing? Second, if you remember the last Winter Night, same person who did that did this as well. So, very similar art style, similar music style, and I was a fan of both of those in the last Winter Night. One moment. Ugh. One moment. Ugh. Oh, good back cracks. Yeah, cool. Funny, I said it earlier, but I wasn't even explicitly following them. They go by Endisis. I wasn't directly following them. I just I saw this in my normal combing through Steam to see what came out recently, and I saw, oh, this is a demo. I saw it, and I immediately was like, this looks exactly like the same art style as the last Winter Night. Lo and behold, there's a reason for that. So, I was a fan of last Winter Night, and was like, oh, let's see how this one looks. A rough day. Well, at least maybe there'll be some calming stuff for you here, hopefully. Its heavy doors creak open as he leads me inside. The cottage is small, with short square windows and low walls, but appears well kept, a solitary home. Strings of dried herbs and fruit mint, horsetail, apples hanging from the ceiling. A table and stool sit in the center, stacked with clay pots and metal bowls. A stone hearth covers one wall. A narrow bed lined with furs sits against the other. Always a highlight today. Oh, you flatter me too much. Also, sorry, there's something hilarious about being like, oh, you're a highlight, and I'm just like, I mean, quite literally right now my colors are muted, so there's that. I don't know how much of a highlight there can be here. I'm, like I said, very muted to match the colors of the game. A bookshelf filled with a dozen or so well-worn tomes stands proudly in a corner, even as it teeters beneath jars of more herbs and flowers. Oh. Light. The scent of incense, sweet and heady, fills my nose as he lights the kindling in the hearth. The embers cast his skin aglow, his silver curls, pallid features painted softly in a warm light. He unfastens his long, snow-white cloak and tosses it onto the stool. Carefully, I let slip my hands free from my sheepskin gloves. I feel his gaze, his green eyes watching me as I unravel my shawl from my pale throat. How do you know that your inside of... Nope. That's something on the outside of the throat. Why did I think you were talking about the inside of your throat? Oh, silly me. My fingers still numb from the cold, fumble with the clasp on my cape. Haven't to run any bears yet? No, there was an encounter with wolves a little bit ago, and I had to sing my way out of it. May I? He asks, stepping towards me. I nod, shaking. I'll help him get the cape off.
His hands, even gloved, are deft. Swift, a surgeon's hands. Well, he did used to be a doctor. Those mostly... You'd be concerned with pale? I think everyone should be concerned if the inside of the throat is pale. So, you know, that would likely be... Yeah, look, if you... It bad if inside pale. They free my shoulders from the deep red wool, set the fabric aside on the narrow bed. His gloved hand lingers near my collar. I do not move an inch, I scarcely breathe. Show me your true self. Show me what you are. He brushes my cheek, a whisper of a touch, like he's afraid to hold me, like I am a statue that could crumble away beneath his fingers. May I? He asks again, barely audible. Oh, sorry. May I? Yes, I whisper back. He brushes a lock of my dark hair behind my ear, then gently, slowly brings his lips to my skin. They are so soft. His touch is like the snow that lands on my face, carried by the winter wind, cold but light, feather light, on my cheek. Gentle. Far too gentle. I don't want this delicate tenderness from him. I am not a fragile thing. Oh my. I fold my hands around his neck, feel the downy softness of his hair as I slip my fingers through the ashen strands. He wraps me in his arms and holds me tightly, kisses my hair? No, I understand how that works now. Nope, it took me a moment. Kisses my hair, trails his lips down my neck. Oh my. Well, cover your eyes, children! Yeah, children, this is not for the faint-hearted. I shiver, trembling against him as his gloved hands run through my tresses, down my spine, feeling for the laces of my bodice. Well, he pushes me gently onto the furs, turning me onto my side, as his hands slowly reach down my skirt, tracing my thigh. Found you. Wait, what? Oh, the stake. Yep, the weapon. He says, pulling the wooden stake from my petticoat. Look, not gonna lie, just holding on "found you" after that line was a little bit fun. Was quite hilarious. I yelp, struggling to break free from his grip, but he holds me effortlessly as I thrash atop the furs. I cry as he pulls a long red ribbon from my hair, and with it binds my wrists behind me. Well, I squirm and twist until I'm facing him. A beam from the window casts his face with cold ashen moonlight as I watch him toss the useless piece of wood into the hearth. Nope, I'm dead. Shadows from the roaring flame flicker over his pallid features as the wood blackens and burns. There is no hunger in that deep green eye, no warmth, no desire, only white, cold fury. I believe it's my turn to ask, he says softly, bending toward my ear. What exactly are you doing in these woods, Loon? End of demo. Okay. FBI. That is just one of the endings, though. Music art, yeah, end assist. The mist. Words and music by end assist. Playing. I will. Look, I'll keep an eye out for this. So. I write a name. Look, it's a little bit. It is a little bit weird to be like, oh yes, I'm tied up in bed while this. I would say man, but I don't believe he is truly a man. Has me tied up as a woman in bed. It's like, look, it's a little weird to read that as a situation. I do want to see. One second. Oh. Return. Oh, I want to see. How many tracks are there? There are 5. Okay. I do want to. Start with singing. Let's go back here. I do want to see if this, because this is back when we were just learning about each other, and instead of taking his arm, I can walk just fine. I can walk just fine, I stammer. As you wish, he says, withdrawing his arm. No disappointment colors his tone, ever even and warm. Gently, he beckons me toward the path he approached from. The wind swirls around as we walk, my footsteps following the imprints of his boots in the fallen snow. His form from behind is radiant, almost aglow with silver moonlight. The strands of his hair shimmer as he walks. His cape, snow white, trails behind like a shroud. He stops every now and then to check that I still follow. Each time he gives me a nod or a small smile of encouragement. Every stare from the deep green eyes makes my heart thud in my chest. I grip my sharpened pointy thing. Wait. I grab my sharpened point tightly within my pockets. The motion is not suspicious. It's cold tonight, a cold I so rarely feel, soaking through the thin wool of my cape and shawl. How warm his cloak and furs look, yet never does the breath from his lips fog the night air. I'm not sure he breathes at all. I pull my wood tighter. Oh, wool's not wood. I pull my wools tighter around my shoulders. It does not seem he will strike me yet. I must stay alert, ready for wherever and whatever he lures me to. Might I ask your name? He says after we have walked some steps from the clearing. I have worn, ribbons. This is the same. People want a weird frivolous thing. One second. We can now go back over to. I want to do. This is a gap so that I can. I'm leaving this one empty so that I can just go separate. And you may not. And neither will I ask yours. Oh, pulling my wooden post. It's okay. Look, when you're trying to stake a creature, you. When you're trying to stake a creature, you need to keep some sharp wood nearby. What? God, I need to get a new mic stand. 1 second. I need to get a new mic stand at some point.
No, sir, two strangers sharing a fire for a night, then parting ways.
Wait, Okay.
I'd rather keep you a story in my heart, a tale I remember far beyond today, than something so ordinary as Gulliam or Arthur.
Neither of those are my name, and who says we must part after this? Or that we'll never meet again? Uses wood on stream. Look, okay, Look, sometimes the wood is needed to stake the monster. Does anyone look down on Alucard for whipping out his wood on his own father? No, because he had to in that moment. Okay? Okay. Alucard did what he had to do with his wood, and therefore we don't shame anyone else for doing what they had to. Look, whips out wood on him. No, whips out wood and uses it to impale father. That is what was needed to happen. I guess technically if anyone reads into the spoilers for Castlevania, but, I probably should have said that beforehand. Whoops. In his childhood bedroom. Yes. Oh, okay. Also, Lord, fellow Castlevania enjoyer here. Random thing. Alucard, femboy, yes or no? I need this cleared up in my head for very specific reasons.
If we do meet once more, if fate spins it so, then I would ask you your name.
Not a femboy? Okay, I have to ask because of a certain review for Slave Zero X I read that kind of made me think about that.
Would you not allow me to guess? Are you secretly a fairy who spins straw into gold, demoiselle? I'm fairly certain if I were not so guarded, I would blush.
No, I had to say that because before I played Slave Zero X, I read the reviews, and one of the reviews described Sho, the main character, as, and I quote, the strongest femboy this side of Alucard. Which I'm just gonna say is a hilarious statement to exist, and Sho is absolutely far more into the femboy side than Alucard ever was, but it was just... Like, I feel Alucard slightly walks a line on that. Could have been Hellsing Alucard, but I need to remember there are different Alucards. Okay. Okay, fair enough point, fair enough point. Thankfully, my cheeks are already numb from the cold. All right, yeah, talking about blushing while we're also discussing the having the what classifies femboy conversation. Interesting side conversation.
You sly, cunning thing. I'll give you 3 guesses then, to divert us as we walk, but even you should be correct. I'm afraid I have no fairy gold to reward you with.
The knowledge alone would be a prize enough, he smiles almost mischievously. He thinks for a moment. Is it Michelle?
It is not.
Am I close? Oh, am I close?
I will not say, but a peculiar choice. An angel's name.
Is that Michelle or Mikkel? Wait. I don't know how pronunciation works.
I thought you looked like one. From a distance. A figure standing in the mist. One that couldn't be real.
Sorry, my body made some noises there.
Only from a distance.
Much more so up close. He smiles, emerald eyes twinkling. Don't mind my adjustment. God, I need better mic. Oh wait, is that how? Yes, that is how. Just to tighten that up. I almost feel like I need tape on this thing. Ugh.
He pauses again to think.
Could it be Rhea?
From an angel to a goddess. I know you for what you are now, sir. A wicked flatterer.
Sent Discord. Okay, one second. Just Discord and flex tape. I may need. I may need. Oh, okay. Oh, I can see that one. Thank you for reference image. Flex tape. What is it, illegal in Germany? Hold on. That raises more questions than it answers. Is it illegal in Germany?
Am I wicked if I only really... Am I wicked if I only relay the truth? Oh, stop now. Your 3rd guess?
He goes silent again, casting a gaze to the night sky.
Is your name...
Celine? Oh. Not illegal, but those shipping costs... Yeah, no, international shipping costs can be painful.
That is not my name.
Oh, wait, this is a new choice. Save. No.
It is not. I am curious, though. Why was that your final guess?
No reason in particular, he says, eyes still fixed on the distance.
I wait, but he does not continue.
It's not enough, I need more.
Show me what lies beneath your skin. Show me the beast that you are.
Well, he showed you what beast he was in bed there at the end of the last ending.
Now that you've asked something of me, I say, I believe it's only fair I ask you a question in turn.
You didn't answer this time around, though, so why would he? But you... Exactly! Now feel... Wait. Oh, God, now there's a whole conversation here of what exactly a femboy is, because I realize that I kind of lack a little bit in, but... Embodiment of Victorian vampire archetype. Okay.
But you did not give me an answer, he replies lightly. I gave you an answer, simply not the one you wished for.
Very well, then. Ask away. Purpose here, close. Just keep the saves going. Just keep all the saves going. Yeah, I did forget that. Oh, right, yeah, Alucard has different incarnations and existences. I mean, actually, hold on. Like, okay, we're pausing more on the femboy topic here because I'm genuinely curious. Remember that the amount of... You say because he's not female presenting. Please remember that people just see me... Well, no, this is... People IRL have just completely seen me and flip-flopped what I... confused on what gender I am. And all I'm gonna say is, like, I kind of just exist. So... Look, this is a bit of an interesting little topic. I will say I don't have a single doubt in my mind based on what show in Slave Zero X, how he acts and looks. I'm just like, yeah, that is absolutely classifiable as femboy. So that one I do not have any questions. Alucard and all that, I do have a slight question. He's a very toned individual, I will say that much. And what's it? Close again. Oh, not again. We're just changing everything here. I've never seen anything like them. Why wear nothing but white in the snow? I often come to the mountains to hunt. My cloak protects me against the cold, of course. I suppose it also lets me go unseen. Unseen by your victims? But, sir, your clothes are too fine for a mere huntsman. You look fit to be, well, if not a prince, then out of the Queen's Guard at least. A female presenting young man. Is that actual? I need to definition check this. Do I? No. I definitely, wow, why is tabs getting confused? Hold on, I need to check this. No, it's not presenting. It's not presenting male who traditionally feminine characteristics. It's not based on presentation, it is based on the characteristics that they display, seemingly. Well, this term can be... God, didn't expect to go into this topic tonight, but you know what? It comes up. Emerged at least 1990s. Derogatory term for men who didn't adhere to blah, 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 especially internet culture. Positive. Wait, emerged is a positive term. Around the same... guys who tend towards present... Oh, okay. Femboy also came to be adopted as a self-descriptor for guys who tend toward presenting feminine for non-sexual purposes. Okay. I'm trying to... Look, okay, well, look, we're going back into the reading there. No, you know too much from being on the internet too long. Somehow I haven't delved into this corner of the internet, but I'm curious on it now. Again, when I apparently walk when I walk the line on that one, I feel like I should be more informed. Queen, there's no queen that rules the land. Queen of Mist. Yeah, I can skip this if I want to. Miss Marina, like a name. Oh, nice before, wait. Still suffer days. Do you believe she lives in his own time? Yeah, this is all the same stuff. Let this be known as the Some people would argue that that's just literally every single stream I have done. But no, very genuinely, I think I had a moment of realization when I saw Show from Slave Zero X basically naked, and I was like, oh, that body type ain't that far off from mine. I think that was a certain moment of realization. Not for a moment. Speak blah blah blah. ... Raid. This should be... Let's just save again. Return. No. I believe she's immortal at all. I'll take a skip. I think I should ask about his past. Yeah, then it got me to the family stuff. Ma'am, look. People have called me ma'am just by looking at me. Ask about past. Always been a hunter, no surgeon. No. In fact, for much of my life, I hated the thought of hunting anything, be it man or animal. My tale is truly a dull one. Demoiselle. We have nothing but time. I waited for him to continue as we walk. My father was a knight-at-arms, but he died without land or fortune. I was very young, and so my mother was left to raise me alone in a humble countryside town. I knew from an early age I didn't want to live a martial life like my father. So I apprenticed to a healer, then studied medicine as a young man. Eventually, I returned to that small town and met and married the shepherdess with the loveliest voice in the world. To save money on groceries. Oh, fair enough. Wait, doesn't that require licenses and such? I mean, it'd probably still be cheaper, if you know what you're doing. And spent days treating coughs and fevers, making poultices and tisanes, mending wounds. Let a hunt deer with a combat knife. I believe you still need a hunting license for that, and you need to be in season. So yeah, there's season and licenses. So yeah, until the plague. He is silent for some time. It was a horrible, cruel thing to call it a sickness would be to call the ocean a mere pool. It did not spare any of its victims. It turned healthy, smiling folk into dying husks within days. I tried to save them.
You did all you could. I can't imagine how awful it must have been.
I lost myself for a time, and after that I found I could not return to the healing arts. I could not mend another bone, touch another skin without feeling the rot beneath my fingertips.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Even the wind is silent and weak, the crunching of footsteps. This should be the wolf scene, right? Turns conversation away. I've spoken enough of unpleasant matters. Tell me something about you. What do you enjoy? I'm gonna... save again to get different thingy here. Return. Fond of needlework, because that's different.
I'm skilled with a needle, if I may say so.
Your clothing. Did you make these?
I did. I embroidered them as well.
I feel his gaze run over the moons and flowers stitched into my clothes, and feel a sudden warmth creep through my skin to be the object of his stare, not scare. It truly is lovely work. I feel I could live a dozen lifetimes and never hope to match your skill.
Oh, you don't need a lifetime for it. It only takes practice and willingness to persist, even if you'll accidentally stab yourself countless times.
What would you do? What would you do if you had lifetimes? If you could walk the earth without fear of death or aging, I would call that hell. I would learn all that I could. I'd gain all the knowledge I could, then share it with all. That all people could live in peace, that the countless concerns that mire us throughout time could be ended. A noble but impossible dream. That any one person could end all tragedy, solve all obstacles, mediate every conflict.
I would find others who shared that dream, and with them build the world I desire.
But you, as the holder of that knowledge and desire, would stand alone, a new god, risen above your followers. And how would you rule your subjects? Forgive me, I've burdened us with heavy topics again. But I thank you for your insights.
Of course, gentle hunter.
I search my mind for another question, another distraction, when suddenly a howl, long, low, cuts through the night. We're back to the wolves. Without thinking, I step closer to him, only realizing what I've done when he reaches out and takes hold of my hand. Huh. Just using the arrow. Not even a... You know what? I respect the decision there. Alright, hand. He pulls me close towards him, throws his cloak over my shoulders. His hold over my arm is firm but not tight. Stay close to me. This will mask your scent, he says, pulling his cloak tighter around us. His voice is soft and melodious, the song of a shepherd coaxing a lamb. From the maw of one beast to another. The fear I feel isn't mine, it isn't mine. Rushing river, mine cannot quell, but I must overcome it. I keep alert for any sudden movement from him, but he makes none. It's alright to be frightened. It's only natural. But you won't come to harm, I promise. Yeah, I read this again. Same way a mouse is safe from he's near. Stay away, standing a shadow, pine, wind. Keep alert, eyes peering, not appear. Perhaps we'll sense him, no better than to strike. Start to hum, have another grow out of. Alright. Age. Go on, he says. Sing, let your worries wash away. Take a deep breath. I'm skipping the. Oh my god. Wait, am I getting the same ending here? Incense. Long stool, carefully freed. Eye, numb, may I, nod shaking. Yep, no, I think we're getting the same ending here. 1 second. Oh. Yep. Fur hair. Found you, my queen. My queen? Yep. Wait, I yelp as he pulls my hair sharp. Oh, what the? Oh, no, I'm scrolling back. Hold on. Says it's the same ending. No. Fold my hands. Wait. There were differences here. Hold on. You will lose any unsafe progress? Yes. I don't know that I could. Skip for a while. Okay. Skip for a while. Cheek gentle. Far too gentle. Yeah, we're back into here. That's on neck. There was something different. You've just go open or you did it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, you're here now. Arms hold me tightly. Kisses my hair. Yeah. Neck. Push me gently onto the furs, turns me onto my stomach, then parts my hair. That's different. Found you, my queen. I yelp as he pulls my hair sharply back from my head. Tears beat in my eyes as his hand presses against my skull. He holds me still as I thrash beneath him, traces with his fingertips that mark on my skin I'd forgotten. Oh, holds me still as I thrash beneath him. Traces with his fingertips that mark on my skin I'd forgotten lay at the base of my neck. The crooked crescent moon that I'd carved into my flesh with a sharp iron knife. Might I humbly ask you, O Lady of Moonlight? He whispers softly into my ear. The fire crackles and roars, casting flickering shadows around us, but I feel nothing but ice run through my veins. There is no hunger in voice, no warmth, no desire, only white cold fury. But why exactly did you follow me here, Celine? Slightly different. End of demo. All the credits here. Oh, thank you. Yeah, then back to the thing. Playing screen, return. Was there? Hold on. Checking a thing real quick. So. Okay. To a. Any. Okay. Hold on, let me just real quick. Oh. Apparently if you enter sorry, I have a guide up for the games. I'm on the I'm currently on the page for the game because I knew there was a guide for the other ending. So, once I can load, all the way back at 1 here. I want to get this one the simplest to follow to a bar, but you must. Okay. Don't mind me just looking at stuff. You're gonna go to sleep? Well, enjoy your sleep! little bit you hunt with a combat. What is the biggest animal? I'm not much in the ways of a hunter, so I could not tell you much. So, okay. All the way back here, draw blood. Draw a short knife from its sheath and roll up my sleeves. Without hesitation, I press the blade against the back of my forearm. Watch, I missed that. I clicked too quickly. Watching as a thin line of crimson blossoms against my flesh. The pain that comes is a sensation I'd long forgotten. I almost cry out in surprise. Hastily, I take a long ribbon from my hair and wrap it tightly around the flesh wound. Red against red, it entwines around my arm like a bark around a birch's trunk. Like the skin of an apple peeled away with a knife. A sudden sound echoes from the distance. Shaking me from my thoughts, I turn. No longer do I hear the wind in the trees, the hooting of an owl, or the scurrying of a squirrel. It is as if the world has gone completely silent and still. Save for a pair of carefully approaching footsteps. Yeah, this is all similar stuff, so skip. Are you hurt? One second, let me just see. Buzz cuts through clear as a bell. Are you lost? Are you hurt? Yeah, this is all similar stuff. Trying to not waste time on rereading everything. Actually, hold on. Is options... Skip. Okay, no. Skip should... No, don't skip unseen after choices and transition. Yeah. Figure, skin of a man, statue. Yep, that's all stuff I've seen. Alright, I'm not... Look at that. And it is... I'm not lost. I'm not lost, I say. Then pray tell, why are you here alone? Why are you alone here at night? I could ask the same of you, stranger. I declare boldly through the trace of hesitation in my voice. Though I leave a trace of hesitation in my voice. I tremble as I shiver in the cold. I'm innocent, vulnerable thing hiding my fears, but you can smell them, taste them, can't you? I'm simply a traveler passing through. I never thought I'd come across another soul here until I saw a flash of scarlet amidst the snow. What a lovely cloak you have, demoiselle. He smiles, warm as sunlight, gentle, disarming kind. Were I naive, I'd take his answer to that question. But I am not. Do you fear the woods? The wolves? I've wandered through places far more dangerous than this. The trees almost seem peaceful, don't they? The branches bend in the wind as the snow swirls softly. You have courage. You have courage indeed, good traveler. And what of you? Have you a place to shelter? Nearest village is hours away. I trail off with a quiver, a tone of reluctance. I'm trembling the lamb looking for her shepherd. Please, come with me. I'm sojourning not far from here. You can share my fire and stay the night in safety. I suppose I can't refuse such a kind offer. Reply. Show me your true face, show me your fangs. Then please, good sir, lead the way. Offers me his arm and hesitate. Such coldness would avail me to my weapon, but it is a mercy. How quick? Skip. Okay, take arm. Hold on, I am following a guide here on this one. Take it. Oh, take his arm. Interesting. Take his arm. I reach for the outstretched hand. Skip a bunch. And this I am actually going to save. Just skip to a new page here. Because I'm attempting to get the other ending. That one... You may not know any... No... Hold on. You may not. You may not, and neither will I ask you yours. Two strangers, never parting ways. I think I just skipped all the names. Yeah, this is silly. Oh, this is another important one, so save. No. It is not. I'm curious, though. Why was that your final guess? Skip a bunch. I can do anything here. Ask about his clothes. I've already seen all this. What was the question here? I have to say no, and just skip. That. strange girl, a bold girl.
A girl? Well, I'm well past my 20 summers. How many yeah, this I also see. Oops, I shall not.
No, ask about his family. How did you meet your wife? See, no, I have seen this in a different timeline. I enjoy singing. And now, this should... If any gods to live, blessing... That, yeah. He looks about to speak but hesitates. Are you often lonely? Yeah, that one. Any... Solitude. And now... Stay calm. Grip me so tightly. I am calm. I should be calm. But the fear, I feel it isn't mine. Runs beneath my skin like a rapid coursing river. It twists inside the cage of my chest. I will my pulse to slow, but it does not. My mind cannot quell the instincts of a living heart. Okay. Love this game. Have had the DN glitch. I have not had that one. Hold on, I have not had that. Sorry, forgive me for taking so long to respond. I was reading a guide on the other ending. I was reading the guide on the creator's itch page to do the other ending. Sorry, I didn't read that quick enough. But no, I would inform me of what that glitch is, if you would. I cannot quell the instincts of a living heart. Howl grows louder, closer. I can feel them ringing in my ears. Your scent is too strong. Your scent is too strong. I hear him murmur. Oh, well, ain't that just egg on my face? You know, in the whole history of my streaming, congratulations, you are the second person to hit me with the D's nuts. Congratulations. It's actually been almost 2 years since anyone's even tried. I'm kind of impressed. Your scent is too strong, I hear him murmur. He searches through his coat. You got, yes, you did. Again, you are only the second person to attempt, and second person, actually no, I think other people have tried. You're the second person to successfully do it. He searches through his coat for something, a small pouch, then pours its contents over the lantern. The flame burns brighter than a thick, earthy scent fills the air. It smells of ash and smoke, iron and dust. This way, he says, leading me by the arm. We come to a large pine, its ancient trunk, at least 3 grown men wide. With a firm but not ungentle motion, he presses me against the trunk, sweeping his cloak around us. Okay. Compromised due to the No, the security of the facility has been compromised due to my needing of internet maintenance, and this entire week has been testing to see if my internet can handle is back up to good. Feel the rough bark on my back through the wool of my cape. Feel his arms around my shoulders holding me tight. It takes all my will not to struggle, not to scream. It's all right, he says, melodious, soothing, a shepherd calling to a lamb. This will hide your scent. Listen to my voice. Hold on just a little longer. That's a lot of wolves! I just noticed the wolves over... That's a lot of them. This close, I could hear his heart beat beneath his chest. If only he had one. I could burn beneath his arms if only they were not so cold, cold to the bone. We stand there for what feels like an eternity before the howls grow silent, and the only voice left on the wind is the whisper of the trees. I break free of him as soon as he lets me go, shaking. Too close. Not yet, not here. Forgive me, it's not far ahead now. Can you walk the rest of the way? I'm fine, I say, steadying myself, fighting the quiver in my voice. Onward I follow as he leads me through the trees. The cottage comes into view as we turn the bend, almost as if conjured from the mist itself. You've got the myths and facts about wolf protocols. Look, just because we have Red Riding Hooded mercenary and potentially a wolf here. I don't know about a wolf, but we get the point. They're kind of one and the same there. We got them together here, so we're good. They're getting to know each other nicely. Cottage comes into view. I'm giving them the option to skip, so I think that means it's already been seen. Small quaint thing, lonely. Oh. Yes, I whisper back. Brush my skin. They're so soft, his touch like snow that lands on my face, carried by the winter wind. Cold but light, feather light on my cheek. Gentle, far too gentle. I don't want this delicate tenderness from him. I am not a fragile thing. And back to this scene. Fold my hands around his neck, feel the downy softness of his hair as I slip my fingers through the ashen strands. He wraps me in his arms, holds me tightly, kisses my hair, then trails his lips down my neck. I shiver, tremble against him as his gloved hands run through my tresses, down spine, feeling bodice. Is this where he's going to put his hand on my thigh again? He pushes me gently onto the furs, turns me on his stomach, parts my hair. Wait, what? Interesting. Interesting. So, I followed a guide to get this ending. Funny enough, apparently I found a different way to get the ending through the other version. Interesting. Because double checking. I'm presuming... Yeah, I got that one, I believe. And then... yeah, that... To a Celine. Oh, wait. Knife. Oh, Lady of Moonlight, who was softly in the ear. Veins, hunger, no desire, cold fury. Yeah, Celine. I think the only thing that changes is the name that comes up. Interesting. I think there's still technically another ending I could do. End of demo. Before conclusion, though, I do want to see this. To be above. Instead of second. Okay. 1 second. Load. I do want to. Load back to here. I will say, yeah, you may not, and then skip. This should be Celine. I'm supposed to say yes here. Singular Fairy Prince, how did you guess? Well, when I looked at the moon, you thought to compare me to its radiance. Thought how serene you looked despite being lost in the cold, as if you knew I would find you. He gives me a warm smile. But indeed, you are radiant. Would you allow me to tell you mine? I suppose I have no other reward to grant you. He smiles, a full genuine smile. You are the one as radiant as the moon? Yeah, name is Gabriel. Like the old angels. Yep, once again, biblical stuff. Adam and Eve, I would... angels long before mist descended, before any god. Yeah, I've seen this, but I know better. Parents are fond of the old tales, both of them for different reason. He says with a wistful smile, what reasons? You must miss them. Do I do? And choose needlework instead of singing. Wait. And you agreed to it, did you not? 1 second, what history did I miss? But you may work for answers, he replies lightly. And you agreed to it, did you not? Oh, okay. Very well, ask away. Family, family, family. Oh, whoops. Any, no, family. Close again, skip. Double checking. Be afraid. No. And yeah, this is going to be ask about family. Don't mind my skipping through a little bit, trying to skip all the stuff I've seen already. How to meet your wife? Needlework is what is supposed to be said here now. Okay. Needle, skip. Okay, and learn, skip. Wait. Okay. Ashen Prince. When did I get that? Crooked Crescent. Yeah. Might I humbly ask, as your local consort? He whispers softly into my ear. Same. And the White Cold Fury. Wait. Did you think you could fool me? Okay. So the only differences are slight differences in dialogue at the end and different in names. Interesting. I believe that is all the endings this has to offer here. Given it was a demo, I did expect this to be, you know, on the shorter end of streams I end up doing. And it is actually quite, ironically, it is quite comparable to the Last Winter Night. One second, 1:34 right now. What time was Last Winter Night clocked in at? Last Winter Night. Winter. Last Winter Night was 1:40. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. End of demo. So, yeah, there's actually, I did a little looking. There are more, Endicess has a few more visual novels, either one complete one and one more demo that I may look into, so depending on how I'm feeling on a given day, I very well may end up, digging into those. Huh. That was short compared to the average stream time. Yes, and I kind of expected it to be as much, because again, it's a demo, same person who made Last Winter Night. I kind of expected it to be about the same length, you know? There is another, well, I don't have it downloaded, but thank you for playing. Yeah, wish list. I'm definitely going to just keep following on the stuff. Also, okay, that's just the default one. Let's take a moment to just, which one of these? Hunter Collected Ash. I'm guessing it gets a little bit different after a little bit, but once again, an interesting story. You know, it's funny, I was very music appreciation time. Yes, as I have explicitly been given permission in one of my comments. I still have I have the comment screenshotted. If something here happens with copyright, I have the comment as evidence, okay? But yeah, I said it at the beginning of the stream. I've actually linked Endicess's itch.io page so you can see all the stuff they're working on. If desired, because that's where I was looking at the guide. There is the one completed one that I am looking at to try and do. What is the other one? So yeah, we have The Last Winter Night, Snow White Ashes, and then the other two are It Paints Me, which is the completed one, and another demo called Kit. So, lovely, beautiful piano. This is just very calming to sit and listen to. I do feel like I could fall asleep to this if I wanted to quite easily. You know, fall asleep to it in the good way. Sorry for my mic stand intruding upon the music. Oh my god, why is it creaking? I need to get a new one so bad. Very genuinely, if I weren't someone who falls asleep to just having YouTube audio playing to my side, this would be a very desirable... Have I heard the news? I have seen the news you posted in the Discord server, yes. And Ancient Gear news is always... Unless there's other news. Please inform me if there's other news. We are in music appreciation time. We are in music appreciation time at the moment. This is very genuinely, like, lulling me into sleep. Oh. Oh! I did not hear that news. Oh. Wait, what's it? Hold on. Yeah, one second. I did not. I actually hadn't heard that, no. Ah, that's... Huh. Well, you sure that you need to look further? Apparently, yeah, that's... Well, it's a little bit old. Well, not a little bit old, like a week ago, but, well. Damn. That's just a big damn. I don't know what else to say other than just damn. Well, may he rest in peace, so. Wait, cause it. Oh no, there's a bunch of articles happening, like literally an hour ago, but it's saying he died like a week ago. That's, huh. Not a good start. We are a few months into it, so at least the year waited a bit to hit with a thing, but. Damn. At the very... Yes, the guy who is responsible for Dragon Ball, he is the one who is apparently passed away about a week ago. At least, you know, at the very least, with all his work, he has one hell of a legacy. No one can deny that. I never... Childhood is slowly... This is maybe just a me thing. I never got too into Dragon Ball. Only a few... Whatchamacallit? Only a few things, like very specifically, like Gohan and Cell saga type stuff. Like, Gohan was a lot more interesting character than Goku ever was, but... Goku, I don't think, was meant to be the most interesting character. He was the grounding center force that was just always there. Other characters would be a lot more interesting than him, but... At least he has a legacy that he's left behind. Maybe not. Maybe legacy is the wrong word, but... He's definitely left something behind. He's left his mark on the world. Another Game Boy game. And it's still a sad one. I mean... what is it? I played one of the Dragon Ball games on, I think, Xbox 360, because I had a friend who was way more into it than me, and I was like, screw it, I want to play games with people, I enjoy the games and such. Or I enjoy friend time, but... yeah, that still sucks. Okay, I'm on that. I am going to pivot a little... I am going to try and pivot away from the sadness a little bit. One second, what the hell are you? What the hell are you? Sorry, I opened Steam because I was gonna look at something. Okay, that looks... Gonna tab that for later. Works well with the current stream topic. The Endless's piano music I do find quite fitting for these types of sad things, but what is it? Kuda, you were not here for the last, like, random games assortment stream, right? Or I don't know if you had it in background, but you were not in chat, I remember. Music is really fitting. How is... Slightly different. Let's just vary it up. But, I will say... I don't know if I can claim exact credit for this, but, on the most recent 3 random games... stream. You have it ready to watch. I got a comment on it from one of the devs. Ironically, I'm not gonna say ironically, but from the developer of the Steamboat Willie horror game. And so the comment, hold on, let me just go here quick. They were like, they straight up, the comment says, thanks for the fun gameplay of the game. And I learned some stuff that should be tweaked and explained more after watching you play, but thanks for the thing. So I'm just like, oh, you're taking feedback and changing stuff. Literally one day after that comment went up, the bug fix patch went up. I don't think that, but one particular, Fixed a bug where the retailer achievement would not be granted. I spent a solid 2 minutes saying why didn't the achievement pop on stream, and I'm just like, was that because of me that you decided to update that? But yeah, no, sorry. I just wanted to lighten the mood a little bit, but yeah, no, Akira Toriyama. It is always sad when a big icon like that. That's you, that's a startup. Actually, no, Yuki, the developer of this game, actually, Endosys, I played another one of, I keep switching between he and they, because if you go to their YouTube profile, actually, no, yeah, because I can go here, go there, scroll down a little bit. Yeah, Endosys, I do just want to read out their itch page and their YouTube channel, both say, literally one guy, figuratively a murder of crows in a trench coat. So, you know, there's a reason I flip between he and they. Pull an all-nighter to fix bugs found on stream. No, like, it was only that one. I don't know if there were any other bugs, but I didn't say this, but I was like, I know for a fact that I am kind of above average on obliviousness in certain things, so maybe don't use me as a baseline for what needs to be explained. But you know what? I'm gonna let that be its own thing. But literally, it was within a day the achievement was allegedly fixed. What else was there? Wouldn't move before he heard a sound. Reduce the radius where Mickey could hear you running. I don't know if that was Minnie now has footsteps to better... Partially, I wish that didn't happen because, God, that led to a hilarious moment. And then added a new achievement. Wait. Jump cargo into the river. There is no achievement for jumping into the river, but... Yeah, it's always fun. But yeah, Yuki, I don't know. May you recommend a game? You may. I mean... You may notice I haven't ignored it fully. I do check the game recommendation tab. It's just a lot of those games. Actually, hold on. Like the Discord tab for did not mean to open YouTube Music. Please don't play anything copyrighted. I have been explicitly given permission by the developer by Endosys here. Just coming to give me a like. Well, I thank you for your presence. Hold on. Like Discord server. Hold on. Where is the the stream request on the Discord, because I have looked at it, and I've looked at a lot of the games, okay, but it's like scrolling up, Helldivers 2, that's kind of on the list, but that would definitely not be one I'd wanted to play alone. There was what the hell is this conversation going? There was a whole conversation I have to scroll back up between, that one, Power World, I've literally already played that one, and I'm probably not going to revisit that until I get a server up and running, or until there's a server that I can get up and running. I see Yuki is currently typing there. That one I haven't, I've actually not even, Otakiyame, I will look into that, but a lot of them up top, because a lot of the requests came in on the heels of Lobotomy Corporation. So there was, that one, but when you scroll down, there's the request of the Silent Hill, which I have said I kind of don't want to be around emulators because there's a risk with that I see, even if it's very minor. And that might be a game I want to just enjoy by myself, and then I'll play the remake on stream. There's Kuda saying the joke of do a single thing that is not Lobotomy Corporation, back when I had the daily Lobotomy Corporation streams. Someone did request, yes. That game, I've seen gameplay of it. I don't know. Survival type games, I feel like I've burnt myself out on because long ago, I used to play a lot of stuff like Minecraft and those types of games, like Minecraft and other games of the type. But, actually, hold on. I'm just gonna real quick put a pinned comment. All endings found chatting now. Just chatting now. Hold on. As long as it's set. Wait, what? A's color black. Do you not see the color scheme of the game I am currently playing? It is to match. It is to match the color of the game. I also, I have a few of these. I have pure black and white. This one is slightly like reddish blue. I have a more blue version. What is it? So there's regular color. This is the one for the Last Winter Night. You can see it's a little more blue because that game has colder colors to it. This one is just pure black and white. This is used for Tiny Bunny. And then this one, which is I call gray red. Yeah. I find it fun to match these types of games where I can. I probably also realize all endings found may be a little bit of an interesting thing. But yeah, Yuki, if you're still here, I think there have been 4 game devs who I've played the games of who have put comments on videos. We had Endesis here. We had Eagle Dev, who actually joined the Discord server when I played Heroine's Claw and accepted, like, I sent a big multi-paragraph thing of, like, feedback and corrections on stuff privately. Wait, I'm hiding, huh? I thought I wasn't visible for a second. But yeah, Eagle Dev, who was from Heroine's Claw, who I gave a big, like, I'm not going to say exactly what it was, but I think it was like was it like 3 paragraphs? Eagle Dev, oh, it was a long, that was like 3, that was a lot of, all the small devs, not all the small devs, but a good amount of them do. I genuinely was just like, oh, they're happy I'm playing their game. I mean, I do just enjoy the games. But yeah, there was Eagle Dev there. Who was the developer of the Dragon game? Of, Dragon Tail. Who was the developer of Dragon Tail? Dragon Tail Fading Light. Hold on. Give me a moment. The developer of Dragon Tail Fading Light, I don't think that, okay, there. Okay, no, it is. Yeah, it is, Fabian Kopetsky, who commented on Dragon's Tail Fading Light, and that one I do need to go back and play more, but I wanted to wait until I had confirmation on my internet stuff. Do they try to? I presume they might just have either algorithm or a Discord server of people who potentially inform them of the stuff. But yeah, no, I actually opened the stream talking to Endesis/Eli, because yeah, Eli was the name you gave at the end of Last Winter Night, the demo. But yeah, and then like I said, most recently the guy who made the Steamboat Willie horror game, which genuinely, I'm gonna be completely honest, of the games I played in the last random game stream, that was probably the game I had the lowest expectations for, because I was like, okay, it's like it's slender with a Steamboat Willie skin to it. And then I got in there, and it, aside from, you know, I think I said, in horror games, just making a loud jump scare is not scary, that can get annoying. I think the only case in which it genuinely works to, like, add tension and fear is Five Nights at Freddy's 4. That's one of the cases I'd say it works, but that is strictly due to the fact that it is a direct, unique, because of how important audio is to that game in general, and it is a direct consequence of your actions. Because you're tired with life. I try twirling. But yeah, I think very directly, I think in that stream with Steamboat Willie, I actually think I said straight up, like, hey, game dev, loud noise does not equal scary, that usually equals annoying. I think I said that very directly. But yeah, that was the game I had the lowest expectations for, but then I had, like, there were some genuinely quite funny moments, and one moment of very good tension, because that was a game that used your mic to, that was a game that used your microphone so that the enemies could hear you and locate you. Which is quite... I didn't know that going in, so I got very terrified very quickly. Because, what is the... But yeah, that was, quite fun. Change the game for the better. I did... Some... I don't even... Okay, this is the thing of, yes, smaller game devs, they are more likely to be able to move quicker. I genuinely think, like, aside from certain cases where very, you know, very obviously there are cases of companies just not caring, bald... I thought I went bald for a second and I was confused. But what was I gonna say? There are some cases where the company gets a little bit bigger, like even goes from smaller to kind of bigger, and then it becomes a case of there's too many moving parts and it overcomplicates stuff, and then it's like, well, this thing that could be solved really quickly if we just streamlined it, now has to run through several layers. I will not doubt there are just companies and people who do not care, I'm not gonna deny that, But I will say, I think there is a part of that that is just some stuff gets overcomplicated. Onto Bali, basically, I remember it exists. I don't remember anything else beyond that, really. What is it? Do I actually, hold on, do I? All of it doesn't have executive. Yeah, and also they could just. Yeah, you don't have executives, you don't have other branches to please. It adds certain things. They also just be desperate to keep people happy. That is. I mean, keeping people happy would probably be a good thing. You know, worrying about that stuff. I will say. Actually. Oh, crap. Can I. Oh, I should be able to. Hold on. If I do that. I do this. What? Oh, that's in. What? Okay, that went weird. I was trying to, Oh, right, I forgot we're gonna ignore that. I had a tab open trying to figure out the definition of femboy. Can I... Wait, what was I trying to do here? There's nothing else showing, right? Yeah, so you... Don't mind the fact that the game just got smaller. Okay, minimize. Ironically, I was trying to look at on my desktop to see what other games I have here. So I have... Actually, no, yeah, I have 2 other visual novels. A game that if I ever actually play on stream, people will question my sanity if they haven't already. That game that would require someone sitting next to me physically. That one needs to go away at some point to clear space. Okay. Don't mind me, I was just checking a few thingies. Also, what? Jerome, did you not scroll? Wait, it's okay. It was a little bit back, but yeah, yeah, Akira Toriyama. We were talking about that a little bit ago. Very sad. Hopefully, you know, he left a legacy behind in the way of his work. So. Very much a rest in peace moment with the sad piano, but ugh. Also femboy. Yes, there was a debate over if Alucard is a femboy because of a certain look. There was some stuff that came up recently in regards to the game Slave Zero X. I had to so much as already in the year. Not gonna lie, I'm a little oblivious to some other stuff like the Akira Toriyama. Google results are gonna have to update. Oh wow. Wait, is that gonna be? Oh wow, that went real quick. That was interesting. That's unfortunate. Map. Oh right. Sorry, you say the MatPat thing, and I'm just like, oh right. I completely forgot about that because I've basically I've almost never watched any game theory type stuff. So, but yeah, I guess you could say times are changing of the garb. Oh my, lovely elbow cracks. Well, a lot of changes in general, I guess, but. Interesting times we live in. I will say, just nothing lasts forever, and I'd say that's better. That's for the best. If anything lasted forever, then that thing would just become less special because it would be a constant. Everything around us will come to an end someday. Eventually. So far isn't affecting you. No, that's the thing, I guess. I don't know. Because what is it? It was brought up Akira Toriyama, who I knew he was the Dragon Ball guy. I just had to double check, be like, how long ago did he die? MatPat changing, I again never really watched any of that. But I definitely get the changing of the internet. It's definitely not as bad as some other recent years. Like, can we just say some stuff is happening in 2024, but at least it ain't 2020, 2021. When did the Ukraine-Russia conflict really boot back up? Is that still going? I think that's still ongoing. No, that's definitely still ongoing because that's 1 second. Ukraine. Yep. Yeah, that's still getting up to date on that. Coolio, yep, great. I'm not surprised, but actually, I mean, here's the thing. At that point, what are you gonna do? You're scared of stuff, but at that point, what are you gonna do about it? These are people who have their own lives and their own paths to walk. And again, at this point, I just hope the people, well, I just hope a lot of people are happy with the legacy they can leave. Anyway, I do believe we've delved too much into certain depressing topics, and I do have stuff to work on. And I will say, for anyone who cares, I do intend tomorrow to be a Lobotomy Corporation stream. So, decisively, life will be very much affected. Don't worry. Unless I die, don't expect me to go anywhere, okay? Don't expect me to go anywhere, okay? But yeah, tomorrow I intend to be a Lobotomy Corporation stream, because I have, in my time here, checking to see if the internet is back to decent, I would say it is, at the very least, serviceable for what I need to do now. So, we can finally get back to the Lobotomy Corporations, and oh my god, am I going to need to have a long one in order to deal with the Arbiter. How sad. I mean, I've often... This is more so to just people in general, to people dying, but... Do you really think a dead loved one would want you weighed down by them? Dead friend, do you think they'd want you to be dragged down and held back because of them, because you're caught up on them? Also, oh yeah, Jerome, I somehow forgot to mention, you're not actually, wait, did you endure the Twilight? I have to check, I had messed it up, you actually were alive, but you may have died during the apocalypse. But if you didn't die during the apocalypse, and move on. I mean, it's the same as anything, just it becomes missing and then... Have I ever had... I mean, here's the thing. Usually I move on before the person moves on. Because I kind of go through cycles. Actually, over the past few years, I've kind of had a few creators be cemented. But... back in the day, I would kind of go through cycles of what or who I liked. So, you know, it's kind of been a thing of I've never seen anyone be the retire. I've never seen anyone be the retire. Great wording, Loon. You're always right on top of that. But yeah. That is going to end this stream. The music may have been fitting, but the topic may have been a little bit more downer, so let everyone rest, and hopefully tomorrow we can... Oh god, I just realized. Accepting someone's death before they die. And I'm not even saying accept the death before they're dead. I'm saying you pay your respects to them, but you don't let it drag them. Broken English makes smile. English is technically... Oh god, it's... Look, if you count gibberish, English is my second language. But I've said it before, it was, when I was working on this model, literally right after I'd taken... For those of you who were around at the time, before I was reborn into this body, a friend of mine had passed away. And I I very much channeled any emotions that I felt about that situation into working on this. Oh god, was I putting time into this? But it helped me. It was a very reinforcing and focusing thing to me. So, I can only hope that that person was... I can only hope that she would be happy that I used the feelings I had towards her dying productively. I can only hope that that's how she would feel. A lot of rebirth. Oh, that is no accident. Rebirth, reincarnation, second chances, a new lease on life. There's a reason. There's a reason all that exists. I may not have it written out, but there is certain theming you can pick up on. Either way, I'm rambling on these topics, but like I said, it goes to talk about past death during music appreciation time. Like I said, there's a difference between what you can write and what I have in my head very solidified. You know, you had the good music. Also, Kuda, the music I feel was very fitting. The music feels fitting for the somber tone of what we're talking about now, but like I said, before we ramble too much down this hole, I am gonna say thank you everyone who came, old and new. I just hope people enjoyed. I thank everyone as always for spending time here. Enjoy life while you have it, so. And as always, bye-bye. It's always interesting to see the slight recolors of my little warp out with the different filters. Either way, bye-bye.